Today is Monday. It's the first Monday after the Christmas holidays. Wow, how was your Christmas?
It was wonderful.
We'll hear more about that in just a moment. But first of all, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, and I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
Ho, ho, ho. You won't hear much of that more
I know,
anymore. Isn't that
I
something?
know.
Because I love Christmas. I love the holidays. I love all the lights and the fellowship and the friendship. It was great.
It was good. It goes by too fast. There's that build up to it, and then it's just like when you prepare a big meal at Thanksgiving, you spend all this time building up to it, and then it's over.
Oh, and then there
And
it
then
goes.
it's over.
It's all
It's
over, and you
over.
go take a
It's
nap
over.
and watch football, or somebody does. I don't necessarily do that.
You don't necessarily.
I don't
do that.
necessarily do that, but anyway. But no, it was a great season. Today is the 28th of the month. We were off last week, by the way, during the Christmas holiday week, and we appreciate your sticking with us there. And I hope you're there this morning. If you're not there, go get yourself and turn the TV on.
That's right. That's right. We've only got a couple of more days left of this year.
I know.
Which is hard to believe.
It really is.
It's hard to believe. So let's all make the last couple of days of 2015 count and start off 2016 really strong.
That's right. And if you are of a mind to make New Year's resolutions, do you make New Year's resolutions?
You know, I used not to, and now I've come to the realization that I can make a New Year's resolution. I may or may not stick with it. I think I'm like 98% of the population that says I'm going to eat better and work out better, and I'm going to do this.
Oh, yeah.
And I start out pretty good, and I will. Every time I see John Richards, he's like, "You got a couple more weeks. You got to come back," because he knows I'll show up and I'll be good till like March, and then I'll kind of fall off the wagon. But I think my realization as I get older is, you know, you don't have to set these crazy goals, but I think my New Year's resolution is to each day try to be a little bit better, be it more organized or eat better or do a little bit more activity. Nothing set in concrete stone, because then I let myself down.
And then
and then it's just gone. So what about you? Do you do New Year's?
That's real. I resolved not to make resolutions. Well, anyway. But no, I guess I kind of do, because I'm like you in later years. I suppose, you know, it just makes sense to actually have a goal, set a goal, and then try to achieve that goal. But I think what you're saying is absolutely true for most people.
Sure.
You want to try harder. You want to be healthier. You want to lose a little weight. You want to be healthy and make everything better for the new year.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the way, you kind of say, "Well, I'm really tired of this."
I'm really tired. I will say this. I think, you know, at any point in your life, I think we can all agree that the more organized you are, you know, the easier things are. Things just kind of fall into place easier. So several weeks back, I went ahead and got my new planner for 2016.
Okay.
For those of you watching, if you ever see me and I have my planner, I want you to hold me to this throughout 2016. Here's the challenge. I bought colored pens, and I've color-coded my life.
Have you really?
Well, I have. Like, chamber events are one color. Chamber meetings are another color. Community meetings are a color. Personal is a color. I think those are my 4 things. So right now it's beautiful. I mean, it's like Skittles all over my planner. But I have a feeling that in a couple of months they're all going to be black, because that's the only pen that I have in my pocketbook.
Oh, okay.
But I'm starting out with a strong mentality of, you know, I want to create some more calm in my life, and I think if I can better organize, we'll be better.
I am so impressed.
So hold me to it if you see me with nothing. So let me see that planner of yours. There better be 4 colors.
Wow, I'll tell you, I am impressed. Very good. Well, if I can help.
Yeah,
If I can get you a new green pen or something, let me know.
Target. Yeah, I'm very envious of those women that are able to organize like that.
Oh, gee, that's only on TV.
It is. Well, and on Pinterest and on
you know,
social media blogs about how they do stuff.
But those people don't live in the U.S.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They live in, like, you know, California.
I don't think so. The standards we put amongst ourselves. So no New Year's resolution for you.
Well, not yet. I'm going to probably make my first resolution sometime around February.
Okay.
And my first resolution will be not to delay in creating New Year's resolutions. Anyway, I tell you, we got to go to our first program here, but our interview. But I do want to say this, and in all seriousness, during the holiday period and before, during the last several weeks, there have been so many people come up to me and say, "You know, I watched the program, and I really enjoy it." So I've got one thing to say to those fine folks: get a life. No, that's not what I wanted to say. Oh, I'm kidding. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And it's so nice for people to just come up and say, "Hey, I see you and Kate."
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
That's great.
Saw a very nice gentleman while I was in Belk the other week doing some Christmas shopping,
Yeah.
and he stopped and was like, "I watch y'all show," and it did. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Want to try to make 2016, make sure we're delivering, some good quality information of what's going on locally. And, I think people tune in because they don't know what this guy's going to say, and y'all like to see what my face reaction is going to be when I don't know what to say.
How many shades of
to
red
it.
you can turn?
Yeah.
And all that.
But it is nice. It is nice.
Great, and I too. I ran into some people in a couple of the big box stores here. A couple of gentlemen who walked over and said, "I just wanted to let you know I appreciate what you and Kate do and keeping us informed." And as I was leaving out in the parking lot, two nice ladies came up and gave me a big old hug, and I really appreciate. Now stop that. I appreciate that. Yes, very nice. And then that was just before they dragged me off and put me in incarceration. It was horrible. But the food was good. Anyway, let's look over the 28th of. I know. We gotta go. She's over here going cut. All right, let's go to our interview, and I'll tell you what the day is later on. It's Monday, right?
It is.
Oh, boy. Today we're in the finance department here in the courthouse of Wayne County, and we're talking with Allison Speight. And Allison, congratulations on your new position as Director of Finance.
Thank you, Wayne.
All right, now how did that come about? What happened?
Well, unfortunately, Pam Holt is retiring, and she's retiring as of December 31st, and we are going to miss her greatly. I've had an opportunity to work under her for almost 9 years.
Wow.
So it has been a very good learning experience, and it's going to be bittersweet when she leaves.
Pam's been here quite a while, and
has.
during her tenure, not only as director, but even prior to that, this particular department, the finance department here in Wayne County, has won many recognitions, many awards.
That's right.
And to what do you attribute that?
Well, we have a good staff. I mean, we work together very well, and then we have a good leadership with Pam because she's very particular about making sure things are done the right way. And we also have good auditors. We have a good working relationship with them, and that has allowed us during audit time to make things flow together and work together and be able to achieve these awards.
Now, these awards this is statewide recognition.
Right.
This is
it's
major stuff.
It's actually a national award.
Oh, is it
program.
national?
It is. It's the
Whoa.
Government Finance Officers Association,
Okay.
GFOA,
Okay.
and it's their Excellence in Financial Reporting Award.
My goodness.
That's right.
And many awards have been given to this department.
That's right. I believe they announced Tuesday 19 years.
19 years
That's right.
of awards.
That's
and this is
right.
an annual event, of course, an annual
right.
award. Okay, so you mentioned auditors. Now, who are the auditors? Do we self-audit, or who audits this department?
Well, we do have some internal auditing that we do, but most of the audit is done externally, and our auditors are Nunn Brashear, and we have we have a contract with them, and they come in. We're required to have an audit every year, so they come in every year, and it's a several month-long process, and we work with them very diligently. So we usually have a budget cycle and we have an audit cycle, and thankfully they're not both at the same time.
Yeah. That would be a mess, wouldn't it? So how are we doing? Are we pretty considered to be fairly good stewards of the county's tax money?
We are. I think most people would say that Pam and the leadership has done a very good job of handling the county's investments and money. And of course, we're able to do some of these projects that we're doing now because of the way that money has been handled. And she's just a very, very conscientious person. She makes sure that we follow the letter of the law, and she's also conservative, so that makes sure that we are not getting out there too much, and that we're covering the county first before we take on anything else new. And then, of course, she works with leadership to
You say conservative, meaning thrifty.
Yes.
Okay.
Conservative, thrifty. That's right.
Okay, I just want to cover that.
Yes, she is. When we talk about our investments, what they teach us in like the finance officer school is safety first, and
Okay.
then liquidity in yield. So when I say conservative, I mean safety.
Safety.
That's right.
Now, there have been times over the last several years, in fact, that some counties in the state and nationally, as a matter of fact, have really had a tough road to hoe. A road to hoe. It's just the economy has not been good during the course of the last decade or so. So how have we withstood this tough economy?
Well, again,
What do we do?
Pam and working with leadership in the past, she has had the practices she's put in place is to make sure we have fund balance reserved and just have enough cushion so that if something unexpected comes up, we can handle that. The other thing is our departments are really good about cutting back when they've been asked to.
Okay.
And so during those hard times, we would ask the departments, to cut back, to
Tighten
watch
the
their
belt.
spending.
Yeah.
And they have always been really, really good about that. We've never really had to push that too much because they've just always been willing to comply with that.
Once they ask to comply with reduction in their department's expenses and such, there's been very little pushback on that. Everybody seems to understand why they have to do that, and they all seem to understand that you know what, this is tough, so let's get together and work this out. And they always work it out.
Right.
They always compromise. There's
That's
a lot of
right.
compromising going on.
That's right. Our departments, we work really well with our departments, and most of them have been in government long enough that they understand the process and they understand when things get tough, things that need to be done.
All right, and we've talked a lot about Pam Holt, and we want to welcome everyone to the Pam Holt Appreciation Show. But tell us about Allison Speight. Allison, how long have you been with the county?
I have been with the county since 2007, February 2007.
Right.
So February next year will be 9 years.
All right.
So I went to school at NC State.
You read my mind. I was going to
did.
ask you where you.
I started
right.
out at Wayne Community and
Right.
received my 2-year degree there and
Wonderful.
transferred over to NC State.
Now, more people should be doing that.
I'm a very big fan of doing that
Yes.
because, I thought I had all of my plans in order, and when I got into college, I realized I didn't. So it allowed me some time to stay here and sort of get my feet wet with the college experience and
Right.
then be able to transfer to a larger school eventually.
So you started at the local community college, at
did.
Wayne Community College,
I
which is
did.
a fantastic.
It is, and I
Education
participated in some of their base programs
Yeah.
with Seymour Johnson Air Force Base.
Yeah.
So those were all very, very good programs.
And then there on to NC State.
I did. I had no problems transferring in, and I went to NC State and received my bachelor's in accounting and concentrated in management information systems.
Wow, you just. This is exactly what you fit right in, didn't you?
Well, yes.
Right.
And then I did about a 6-month full-time co-op position with IBM, and they're it's sort of an accounting information systems department, and that was a great experience. I mean, just
sure.
a great experience all
Well, that
around.
was in the Raleigh area, right?
It was in RTP, and I was had the experience of working with people from all different backgrounds, and then of course we handled files for the locations in other countries. So that was really, really neat to
I
be
bet that
able
was
to.
interesting.
It was
Yeah.
very, very neat. So after that, I finished my bachelor's degree, and then I went straight into the master's program at NC State and received my master's in accounting.
Wow. Okay.
And then I took on the daunting task of the CPA exam and went through an intensive review course for that and took the CPA exam in the summer after I graduated.
Right.
And so thankfully passed that.
You did pass.
I did pass.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so fortunately was able to get a job here in Goldsboro with Pitter, Perry & Crone in public accounting, and they are now Carr, Riggs & Ingram. But I worked for them for about 2.5 years and, of course, got a lot of good experience there. And at that point, I kind of became in contact with Pam and knowing that there would be a job opportunity opening up, and I became interested in governmental accounting from that
Wow.
point. So
Well, how is government accounting different from regular, everyday other accounting?
it's a lot different.
Is it?
It is. It's the focus is different for one. In private businesses, your focus is on profit, on making sure that you recover whatever money you put in and then turn a profit from that.
Right.
Government is not like that. You have some programs that are never going to be profitable because, we have the duty to run certain programs, whether it's through federal or state mandate or if it's something that commissioners want to do. And so we're not always looking at just profit. And so that's one of the biggest differences in government and private accounting.
Yeah, you mentioned the state and federal mandates. Once they get their claws into, I mean, what I meant to say was once the state and federal mandate programs, all of those programs combined, you just don't have enough money, a lot of money left, do you?
Right.
After all that.
You don't. And that's something that I think most people are surprised by when they come to work here.
Yeah.
Even I was surprised by that. It's just a very, it's not close to what you would think it would be when it comes to, choosing what you want to fund or how much you want to fund. And so
you don't have a lot of choice.
of that, our hands are tied.
Yeah, you just don't have a lot of choice. You just have to do what's mandated.
That's right.
And then whatever's left over, then we can spread the love throughout the county.
That's right.
So you'll be taking this position officially when?
January 1st.
January 1st. Are you excited about this?
I am excited. I'm excited, nervous, I'm curious. I mean, there's just a lot of new things to learn. Obviously, Pam has taught me a lot of things, but, I believe that usually you learn a lot of more things once you get into the job,
Sure.
and there's always going to be things unexpected coming up. So I'm very excited. We have a wonderful staff here, and so thankfully, it's not a situation where I'm hesitant to work with anyone here, any of that kind of thing.
Do have a good staff here. Everybody
do.
seems to be able to coordinate very well together.
We do. We have a lot of fun. We work hard.
Yeah, you do have some fun. Yeah.
And we have some smart people up here. So
I've heard that.
we do.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
very,
noticed.
very fortunate.
Do you plan on doing any redecorating? Don't answer that. I'm just kidding around here. Come on now.
Well, I am an NC State fan. So,
I know you're going to put some red in there, right?
Yes, I may. It may become a little more red.
Okay, and less blue, I guess.
Exactly.
Okay, I understand.
No blue, really.
No blue. No blue. Okay, all red. It'd be red chairs, red desk, red
That's
walls.
right.
Okay.
That's right. My husband is a Carolina fan,
Is he?
so you can imagine. Opposites attract comes to mind.
Yeah, and that's pretty opposite.
It is.
Yeah, it's very opposite, as a matter of fact. Well, Allison, it's been great talking with you, and I wish you the
Thank
best.
you.
Good luck to you, and I know we're in good hands now as you as Pam moves on, and you move over to her office, and that will become your office. And I know that the county's in good hands with
Thank
Allison
you.
Speight now, CPA, Certified Public Accountant, and Director of the Finance Department here for Wayne County Government. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Officer Habermas, traffic officer with the Goldsboro Police Department. Reducing impaired driving is one of my top priorities throughout the year and the holiday season. Each year, drunk drivers kill innocent victims and ruin families. We are all at risk of this senseless crime. Goldsboro Police Department intends to put these drunk drivers where they belong, in jail. Already this year, 245 drivers have learned that lesson. If you plan on drinking this holiday season, please be responsible and have a designated driver. Please don't drink and drive. It ruins lives.
7 less than 1 lot. Update is at 1020 West Eastbound Avenue I, crossing Sierra Highway.
Our guest now is from Crime Stoppers, Sergeant Paige Lerner, coordinator for Crime Stoppers. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you
I'm
for
glad-
having us.
I'm glad you're here. Always great to have you in the studio with us.
Well, thank you.
We're fighting crime today, and the public can help fight that crime.
Yes.
Now, how do they do that?
Well, for one, they can pick up that phone and call Crime Stoppers when they know something, they see something, or they hear something. And, I'll take information concerning any crime in Wayne County or any crime anywhere. If it's another agency jurisdiction, I'll just pass that information on to that jurisdiction. But unfortunately, we are having a rash of robberies.
Really?
And we definitely want the public's help in this. And we got to, it's the season. and it's not uncommon for robberies to pick up during this time of the year. And as predicted, they have definitely picked up in the city limits, and we've had a share of them. But I want to talk about the one that happened on Monday night. Happened about 9:45 at the Family Dollar, the 1403 Wayne Memorial Drive Family Dollar. There were some clerks in there working, or some employees. It was about 9:45, and a black male came in the store and demanded money, and he had a handgun and threw a bag at them, demanding money. And after the encounter, he actually fled on foot. Don't have a whole lot to give to the public, but I can say he was a black male, light-skinned, wearing a black hoodie shirt with a hood over his head. He was wearing a mask, blue jeans, gloves, and black sneakers.
Wow.
He was carrying a tan bag. He threw it at the clerk. He took off on foot and headed north, which is towards the college, Wayne Community College. And we're looking for the public's help. You know, on Wayne Memorial Drive, 9:45 on a Monday night. That's still a busy time for Wayne
Yes.
Memorial
Yes,
Drive.
it
And
is.
we've got so much congestion right there now with Harris Teeter and, you know, all the businesses, McDonald's and all that going on. There's a lot of traffic there at that point in time. And
9:45 at night, this time of year especially.
yeah, very busy time.
Yeah, busy time of year. And so if someone has any information about this, they can call the numbers that are scrolling across the screen.
Right,
That's 919-735-2255,
right.
or text at 919-222-4230.
That's correct.
And this is considered a major crime. Is this a
Right,
felony?
right. This is definitely a felony. You
Was
know,
he
this
armed?
This is an armed robbery.
Okay,
And,
he was armed.
You know, we've had several of these. We've made some arrests in some of these cases. You know, and we still have some going on. But like I said, you know, it's to be predicted this time of the year. But we certainly want to stop it. You know,
Yeah.
as soon as possible. So we're hoping that somebody out there knows something or heard something, they'll give us a call.
Okay, no matter how small.
No matter
Yeah.
how small the information, they, you know, so often they think, you know, they just assume that maybe we have it, but they might have that one piece to the puzzle we need.
That one piece of the puzzle. Now, if you saw, it could be somebody that maybe saw a guy running across the parking lot
Right.
and getting into a car with your license number, huh?
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? But if not, any little bit of information.
Right.
Crime Stoppers, 919-735-2255 or 919-222-4230. Sergeant Paige Leonard is coordinator for Crime Stoppers here in Goldsboro and Wayne County. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Adam, Nora, David, Robert, Edward, William, Sam. First, phonetically, it's Adam, Henry, John, Adam, Henry, Mary, Adam, Henry. Middle, Edward.
I'm Sergeant Jason Hill with the Wayne County Sheriff's Office DWI Task Force. If you drink and drive this holiday season, you will go to jail. Protect your life, protect your family, protect the lives of the other motoring public.
Adam, Mary, Adam, Nora, Nora. Male, date of birth 11/6/80.
We are back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. We're on our way to New Year's this weekend.
Woo!
Woohoo! This Friday is the 1st of the month of January 2016. I hope you're ready for that. Oh! You know what I missed?
What did you miss?
I missed while we were out on whatever we were on vacation, holiday vacation there last week, we missed the welcome of our brand new season.
We sure did.
Yeah, happy winter.
Happy winter.
Happy winter to you
Happy
too.
winter.
There. Happy winter. Happy winter.
It hadn't really felt like winter. We've been up and down
Oh,
and
we've been
all in
all over the
between.
place. Gee whiz. And
Wet and dry and warm and cold and
yeah, and all that. And
That's right.
today, by the way, is card playing day. Card playing day. You know?
Do you play bridge?
I go across them,
You cry.
but no, I don't play them. I once had a cousin who tried to play them. He thought it was a harp. That kind of thing. Well, never mind. Anyway,
Oh my
I
God.
don't bridge.
I don't know how to play bridge. I know the Peggy Seeger's Senior Center.
Yes.
They do bridge, and it's bridge for beginners all the time. But then they've
Yes.
got classes for like the serious,
Yes. for the
intense
s-
bridge
yeah, for
players.
intense bridge.
Yes.
Yeah, and those that are
Yes.
outside of tents as well.
Yeah,
Who are
yeah,
those
yeah.
in tents and those out of tents.
I remember my parents growing up, we're in a bridge club. So it's kind of like now people do supper clubs, and you have a group of friends and you have dinner at somebody's house, and they would have bridge.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like there's been people that have played for many, many years, but now there's the younger generations wanting to start to learn how to play, and it's kind of
I
neat.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Of course, not the senior center. You have to be 60.
Well, that's right. That's
I mean,
right.
You're not anywhere near it. I hate to tell you this.
You can't know.
I can't. Because I'm way over. Anyway, you get the idea.
Very
But
cool.
that's interesting
Yeah.
about this. Younger people are starting to take it up now. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Today is the 28th card playing month.
Okay.
And tomorrow is Pepper Pot Day. What does that mean? What's a pepper pot?
I don't know what a pepper pot is. What is a pepper pot?
A pepper pot? Perplexing. The pepper pot.
What is a pepper
Never
pot?
mind. I'm not even going to start that.
I'll have to Google it.
Okay. Yeah. Google the pepper pot because it is perplexing. Okay. I sound like a motorboat.
You know what we're not able to celebrate on Sunday?
This past?
Yes,
What?
National Fruitcake Day.
And what do you mean by that? Hey, I take offense to that. Of course, I sit on the fence a lot, but no, I don't really. I'm either on one side or the other, and usually on the other.
You usually are.
Or usually. Anyway, also, I'm glad you mentioned my tie.
That was off air for those
yeah.
wondering if you missed part of the show.
Yes, usually.
I did. I commented on what a good looking tie you have on.
Thank you very much.
What is that tie?
This tie is a Shriner's tie, and it represents the children's hospitals. And we would encourage you, please, if you're looking for a donation to make to a charity, particularly this time of year, give for the reason that you should be giving, and not necessarily because it's a tax-deductible donation, but give because they need your help. The children's hospitals, the Shriners Children's Hospitals, can always use your support. And that's why I'm wearing this tie, to remind me to mention that to you, if you would, please. And if you have any questions about that, I have some friends who are Shriners. These are the guys that ride around in those little mini rigs. And I don't know why they do that. But anyway, if you'd like to know more about the Shriners, I know that they would love to talk to you about it. And if you have a child who is in need of medical attention, medical care, for whatever reason, the Shriners are there to help. It costs you nothing.
That's right.
You can talk to the Shriners, send me an email. Where's my email address? Ta-da!
Magic.
Boom. I love it. Anyway, that's it. Right there it is. It's wayne.alley@waynegov.com. And if I'm out, you can write to Kate D at WayneCountyChamber.com.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you to the Shriners for the many years of support that they have given thousands of children and the impact made on all the families.
I love the Shriners.
It's pretty special. But I do like that tie. I've never seen that tie before.
I've only worn it a couple of times.
It's very nice.
Yes.
It's very
Thank
nice.
you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we got to go. We'll be back in here tomorrow. Join us again on Tuesday. That's Tuesday. For whatever this is. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. All right, we'll have more guests, and we'll be doing more stuff, and we'll be doing all kinds of stuff tomorrow. And maybe by then I'll kind of straighten out a little bit. Okay, what do you think?
Don't count on it.
Okay, but anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. And until then, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley. Wait a minute. We already did that. Who writes this?
We'll see you tomorrow.